Alright, what's going on everybody? It's your boy John back again with another vlog life video, and today you're looking at the time-lapse of the new chapter of my comic Doomsayer that has been released, and you can go check it out. Before we get into it, I just want to say thank you all so much for the recent support, and the growth has been crazy. It's still crazy. I can't believe it. The channel even got monetized. Madness. Like insanity. Like, my mind is blown right now. Thank you all so much. I seriously can't stress that enough. Like, thank you. Thank you. All right. Anyway, moving along, the new chapter has been released of my comic Doomsayer. I've been working on for a while. It's a dark fantasy comic slash manga. Well, the like interior, I guess you could say, is all grayscale with like screen tones and stuff. So it's inspired by manga, but it's laid out like left to right American style. Yeah, so it's a dark fantasy comic. If you're unfamiliar with it, if you're just watching my newer videos and then go back through the backlog, which you should go back through the backlog. you know. It's good stuff. I swear. Or maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so the new chapter, I just released it. There is a certain scene in it that made me put a content warning on this particular chapter. This thing that this particular character does is very, very, very evil, and yeah, some people are very sensitive to that kind of thing being depicted. Now, I would recommend you go into it realizing that these are fictional characters that don't exist. It's a work of fiction, and that I tried my best to sort of like, alright, how am I going to portray this scene without like making it like gratuitous and overly graphic, you know? It's a very difficult thing to talk about, but yeah, somebody takes something from somebody by force. Let's just put it that way, alright? And I sort of framed it as in, alright, here's the build up, here's the motivation, here's the reaction, and let's just cut away, right? But it is a little bit of a sensitive thing to depict. This is probably the only time I'll ever draw any kind of scene like this. The thing is, it does depend on the context too. It's part of the story, you know, this work of fiction, and you know, it was kind of tough to get it properly done. I don't think it's that bad. Part of it's because my art is kind of bad. It is. My art is pretty bad. I don't know. Some of you guys like it, which I appreciate, but like every time I look at my art, I'm like, this is bad. Why do people like it? I don't know. I'm trying, but yeah, depictions of that kind of nature. I feel like, oh, there's a plane flying over. Thanks for ruining my audio, dude. Whatever. You guys probably can't even hear it, but yeah, depictions of that kind of thing in media are very difficult to do in a way that's like, how do I put this? Respectful is not the right word. Aware or like sensitive to those who may be sensitive to it, right? I don't know. Maybe you guys could tell me in the comments below about depictions of that kind of thing in media, but basically there is a bit of a graphic scene in here that I'm just going to emphasize once again. My comic is intended for a mature audience. All right, so I'm going to move along from that. I don't want to talk about it too much, but yeah, that's in the new chapter, so be wary of that. And yeah, we're going to move along. So I was looking through my subscribers, right? Because I had a recent influx, so I figured like, all right, let me see who I can look at, you know, because YouTube has a feature where it will show you public subscribers, because apparently you can hide your subscriptions. I don't really know if mine are on or off, and I don't care, but whatever. But yeah, I was just looking through them just to kind of get an idea of what kind of audience I'm attracting. And like for the most part, like, all right, it was the people that I thought, right? So we got weebs, right? Okay, what's up, fellow weebs? We got gamers. I'm a gamer, bro. You guys see the GTA 6 trailer? I'll talk about that in a minute. But we also have fellow artists, of course, right? And one thing that kind of shocked me just going through, a lot of you guys are furries. What's with all the furries, man? Well, in that case, you guys do know I have a Patreon, right? Yeah, it's only like $1 a month and it gets like, or downloads. It's nothing fancy. I don't really put a lot of effort into it, but it's down there. Yeah, but you know, whatever. Furries are cool. I don't really care that much, but I do find it kind of interesting that for some reason my channel attracted a lot of furries. I don't know. You do you. You know what I'm saying? You do you, boo boo. Anyway, one thing I want to talk about that actually ties back into that first thing I talked about the particular sensitive scene in the new chapter was there's a bit of like a new anxiety I'm experiencing when I'm making stuff because of the recent growth. Like, firstly, thank you again. Like, seriously, thank you. But I don't know. When I was making the second AI Art Bros video, I was feeling this weird feeling where I'm like, people are going to actually see this, so I need to be ready for that, which is a little bit of a weird feeling. It's kind of hard to explain. It's like, how do I put this? Performance anxiety, maybe? I don't know. Maybe that's the phrase, or maybe imposter syndrome, although I've been at this for a while. I mean, come on. I don't think I'd have a problem with that imposter syndrome, but maybe, like, yeah, performance anxiety might be the better word. I don't know. It's just, like, a sort of a weird feeling that, like, I actually have eyes on me now, you know? Because before I used to just, like, post, like, a video, maybe I'll get 100 views at most, you know? Or even, like, 50 or less, you know? But I don't know, man. There's this, like, new weird feeling when I post videos or upload art or anything now. It's very weird. I don't know. Maybe you guys that create too can give me a little bit of a feedback on this whole weird feeling I'm experiencing. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, you guys see the GTA 6 trailer? Looks pretty cool. That's about all I have to say about that. I'm not really going to get hyped about it until I see actual gameplay footage. But 2025, like, damn, dude. Why would you announce it in 2023? Jeez. How long have they been working on that damn thing? I don't know. Whatever. I mean, we'll see when it comes out, you know? I also saw some, like, more of those right-leaning publications, which, you know, again, politics don't want to talk about too much, but they were saying, like, oh, is this game going to be fucking woke? I'm like, dude, really? Like, come on. Everything is woke. The female lead is Hispanic. Woke. Like, dude, chill. You know? Oh, my God. All right, anyway. Moving along. Not going to talk too much about that. Speaking of video games, I recently 99% completed that new Yakuza. You guys are new to my channel. I freaking love the Yakuza series. It's my favorite video game franchise ever. All right? I'm really stoked for Infinite Wealth to come out next month. Damn. All right. Got a stockpile of content for February. Anyway, but yeah, the Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, you know, aka the longest title in video game history, was it was good. I was shocked for a game that was going to be like quote-unquote filler. Like RGG even said, like, yeah, it's sort of like a half a game. It's sort of filler, you know, even at like $50 instead of the standard 60 or 70 now. So, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. The combat was really good. It was a little bit of a step down from Lost Judgment in my opinion, though. I felt Lost Judgment's combat was way more fluid. Like, I think I got like almost 200 hours in Lost Judgment, and I do have all the achievements in that one, which is like the only Yakuza I completed. And this one, I was trying to go for all the achievements, but the damn pool achievement is bullshit. Like, I don't know who at RGG thought having this one impossible physics puzzle be, like, the one achievement. Like, I hate you, bro. Like, get out of here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next Yakuza. Anyway, moving along. Alright, moving on to the Q&A segment, or FAQ segment of this art vlog. I am trying to make this a little bit more of a Q&A session, so if you guys have any questions for next month's video, leave them down in the comments below. Alright, I will answer them. It could be art-related or non-art related, whatever, any kind of questions you got for me. And I'm going to read one from the first one in the series that I started last month. Alright, and let's see. Somebody asked, when will the hard copy comic be available? So he's talking about the Doomsayer Volume 1 Physical Edition. I am aiming for Q1 of next year, so that's between January and March. All right, there's a couple of things that I have to get together for the special edition, if you guys watch that series on the channel, but that is my target window. They also asked, what's my favorite comic/manga? The answer is Berserk, okay? I don't think I need to explain why. It's Berserk. All right. And going on to a comment on the previous video where I asked for additional questions just to fill out this content here. This one person asked, how long have I been working on Doomsayer? I want to say middle of 2021. The chapters come out quite slow. Bit of a perfectionist, and it still comes out shit. Well, I don't know. Maybe you guys can be the judge of that, but about middle of 2021. I don't know. I don't want to force it. I don't want to like overwork it. I'm sorry. I don't want to unalive myself on it. I can't say the K word here anymore. I want to stay monetized or whatever. Anyway, let's see. They also asked, I've always wanted to make a comic or overarching story like that myself, but not sure where to start. Any tips? Might be considered a bad tip, but the thing is, just start. The first chapter of Doomsayer was redrawn because it was so terrible. Like, the artwork in the first chapter, like, I don't care if you think that it was good, that was not good. All right. I would say like maybe do a little bit of like a planning, like a plot points, or like if you want to build a world, get like some maps and stuff down, right? Or a little bit of character designs like sketched up first before you do that, like I did. Like I started out doing like maps and character sketches and a little bit of lore, and then I sort of built on that, right? But you know, the most important thing you can do is just start, right? You know, the same thing with everything. You're never going to get anywhere if you don't start. You want to get jacked, you want to get like shredded muscles, you got to start lifting weights, right? You can't jump right to like the 500-pound squat rack, right? You got to like do a couple bicep curls with some 20s, you know what I mean? But, start small and build up over time, but make sure you goddamn start. All right, starting is very important. I know it's kind of hard, right? There's a little bit of like fear to it too. Like I was talking about earlier in the video about this like new weird anxiety I'm feeling, but the thing is you got to just do it, Sometimes the only way to do it is just to do it, right? All right, and they also ask also permission to draw fan art. Everybody has permission to draw fan art. You want to draw my characters or like I don't know, pictures of me or whatever, or funny memes, like please go be my guest and send them to me because I want to see them, all right? I would love to see fan art. That's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up. Again, if you do check out that new chapter of Doomsayer, just be aware there is some sensitive content that some may find a bit offensive, gruesome, and, graphic. So be wary of that. It is intended for a mature audience, so, be wary of that. Anyway, I just want to say thank you again for all the recent support, and yeah, that's a wrap. I'll see you next month.